Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm doing another reaction video because the last one got like 240 views, and that's like so many. So yeah, like I can already just tell this is gonna be fake.
Hi, I'm Mariam from London. Please like and subscribe. I lived with my parents and my grandma on my dad's side. Grandma was a millionaire, so we lived in a mansion with a pool and even a tennis court. But
That's
Grandma
it.
was also the meanest lady on the planet,
That's
except to
depressing.
me. When Mom made dinner, everything tasted wrong. I've never eaten rice this overcooked. I might as well eat bleach for dinner. But one time, I made Grandma a mustard sandwich, and she was blown away. Look at you, already cooking at 10 years old. My granddaughter is
This is just really nice to you because you're a child, but whatever.
the smartest girl on the planet. Grandma also showered me with expensive gifts, constantly. One time, I helped Dad clean the floors,
So I don't understand how this is related to the title.
Grandma bought me a TV for my room. Look at you doing your chores. This is what you get for being an angel, darling. Grandma scolded Mom and Dad for not spoiling me the way she did. Mariam had a fever yesterday. You two cheapskates couldn't hire a singer or a boy band to entertain her. Even though she was a jerk to everyone around her, I loved being Grandma's little gem. Whenever my parents got mad at me, I had my grandma to hide behind. What is this D on your biology test, Miriam? Grandma, Mom's yelling at me. How dare you put that kind of pressure on Miriam?
I'm laughing so hard right now.
Sweetie, you don't have to study if you don't want to.
Uh.
My parents really wanted me to become a doctor when I grew up. They would get me all sorts of medical toys, but all I was ever interested in was paints, clays, and brushes. I often imagined myself.
But that's often what little kids do. Like probably 3/4 of my class wanted to be painters when we were little, and now we've actually chosen proper careers. Even though all the boys, the younger boys in the school, want to be footballers now. Anyway.
As a famous painter and pretended to take a veil off a painting I made. Everyone would tell me I was the next Picasso, and I'd say, "Oh, you're all too kind." One day in 9th grade, I decided to sign up for a painting class, but my dumb parents said I had to take chemistry. It's time you start taking school seriously, young lady. We've had enough of your art nonsense.
Okay, so she's actually good because she was painting the plants. So my mum's co-worker, her daughter, she really liked drawing anime and stuff. So for university, she signed up for art. But what they have to do is they have to draw things that they give them to draw. So she's really annoyed about it.
That was it. I opened my mouth and started to scream. My voice should have shattered the windows. Mom and Dad covered their ears. What is the
Now that's really real spoiled brat nonsense. Yeah, what is the matter with you?
matter with you? Are you a toddler? I think I lost my hearing. Grandma, they're being so mean to me.
More like you're 13 but you act like a baby.
I don't want to take biology. I want to paint. You two should be ashamed of yourselves. Mariam is obviously an art prodigy and
You two should be ashamed of yourselves.
should be painting as much as she wants. We'll compromise then. You will take biology class, but we'll hire a tutor to give you private art lessons.
Okay.
Really? Oh, thank you so much. I knew I was being a little bratty, but if I could take private art lessons, so be it. My art tutor turned out to be a girl from my school. Her name was Layla, and she was in the 11th grade. And I didn't mind having her for my art tutor at all. She was one of the most popular girls in school and looked like a supermodel. I'd always heard about her, but I never got to talk to her before. I'm gonna help you become one of the greatest painters. Soon, you won't even need to go to school anymore. I sure hope you're right. I didn't know you
That's not how.
were an artist, Layla. No one ever said anything. Nobody really knows me at all, really. I think I'm only popular because of how I look, but I don't have any real friends. Layla and I spent an hour painting and talking, and Layla was right. She wasn't like most popular girls at all. In fact,
I'm not like the other It's giving those vibes.
she was a little weird. One time, I decided to paint my entire face green just to see what it would look like. All right then, so I guess we're done for today? Actually, I wanted to ask you something. My parents are on vacation for like 6 months.
6 months? And my parents are only like allowed to take 2 weeks off at a time when it's actual like school holiday time and public holidays, of course. Like, huh? Huh? Huh?
So I'm all alone in my house. Can I stay at your place? I'll help out around the house and give you triple the art lessons. Triple the art lessons? I was gonna make sure Layla could live with us. Oh, for sure. I just gotta talk to my grandma. But my parents happen to be in the same room as grandma, and they wouldn't have it. Some stranger living in our home? Are you crazy? Might as well invite a robber to live with us. You
Yeah.
guys are so unfair. She said she's gonna give me triple the art lessons. Grandma, tell my parents to stop being jerks. Miriam's right. You two are heartless people, not letting a friend of Miriam's into our home.
Not gonna lie, for a second I thought she was gonna agree with the parents. But like, I don't know what I would do here. Like, one night of a sleepover with her parents' permission as well. But they don't even have each other's phone numbers, only for tutoring. Like, no.
Not letting her follow her dreams. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I knew then Layla was going to stay with us for as long as I wanted her to. But as time passed, I didn't just do art with Layla. I also talked to her for hours. Miriam, how come your grandma's such a bully? She's a bully to everyone, but
What? The fact that she just admitted to it.
not to me. Don't you worry, one day she'll bully you too? No, Grandma loves me. You know, you're kind of naive, Miriam. Sort of like a kid. I am not. No, it's a good thing. I wish I was more like that. Layla said the most confusing things, but I loved every moment I spent with her. Even at school, being with Layla was an adventure. She would do the weirdest things. Miriam, come with us to the boys' bathroom. We're gonna tape anonymous love letters on the wall. Are you crazy? Why? 'Cause it'll drive them crazy. When no one was looking, Layla leaned over to me and whispered, "Consider this your most important art lesson. How to win over the boy you love. But I don't like any boys. Or maybe boys don't like you. You're too... I don't know what the word is. What's that supposed to mean? I don't know. Boys just...
Isn't that like peer pressure? Saying, oh, boys aren't into you, so you need to do that. That's peer pressure. It's not good. Don't fall for that stuff, guys.
maybe aren't into you. Like I said, you're kinda young for your age. Layla taped her anonymous love letter to the wall.
Kind of young for your age. You're younger than your age. That doesn't make sense. You could say, you look kind of young, you act kind of young. You can't be kind of young for your age. You can be kind of young for like your job, but not for your age.
And left me inside the boys' bathroom. I was mad after Layla said that. I even refused to talk to her after school. Come on, Miriam, don't be so sensitive. I didn't mean anything by it. You insulted me. Maybe you are just another mean, popular girl. I'm sorry, you're right. Sometimes I say stupid things. Sometimes I think there's something wrong with me.
Yeah,
What do you
there is.
mean? Layla didn't answer. Instead, she took me to this gorgeous hiking trail to
That's dangerous, but okay.
paint. I forgot all about our conversation.
Suspicious.
Layla, when will I be the world's best painter and be able to quit school? It doesn't work like that, silly. I was kidding when I said that. Maybe you'll never be a great painter. You don't think I'll ever be a great painter? I don't know, really. But did you know that you're the
Really?
best student I ever had?
Girlie, you're rude.
Maybe you won't be a famous painter, but you'll be a famous something. Why was Layla always speaking in these weird riddles? And even though she was a
No, those aren't riddles. Those aren't mysterious. Those are just being rude. Oh, she faded away.
mystery, I felt closer to Layla than I'd ever felt to anyone. Then, 10 months later, Grandma started
Something bad happened.
picking on Layla one day. It was totally out of the blue at dinner time. Dear, I assume your parents are successful painters? No, ma'am. It's just me who likes to paint. My parents are doctors. But like I said, now they're on vacation. On vacation for almost a year. And you haven't displayed your paintings in galleries, started a business, and made something of yourself? Ma'am, I'm only 17. By the time I was 17, I was already starting my own startup. You're a freeloader, is what you are.
Yeah, because back in those days, life was different. That's why I miss the 70s. Said that once and twice. Every time people have said, but you're too young to miss the 70s. And that, you know what I say? That's the point. I take madness as a compliment.
Grandma? Excuse me, but I think I'll go to my room now. I watched Layla get up from the table as her eyes filled with tears.
Your room or the guest room?
Why was Grandma being so cruel all of a sudden? I was used to her bullying my parents, but Layla? I could barely stand it. I jumped up to follow Layla. Layla, wait! Don't take what Grandma said to heart. I told you, she can be mean sometimes. Your grandma's right, Miriam. I have to tell you something. What is it? I lied before. My parents aren't on a trip. The truth is,
Damn. Damn.
I'm homeless. After my parents died, I tried going to an orphanage, but they didn't take care of me, so I ran away and started stealing food and clothes. Then I got caught and got arrested. No foster parents want a girl with a criminal record. I've been living on the streets.
They arrested a child. What? Let me go back to Googling stuff, of course. Let's go Google some stuff. You guys can't see me Googling stuff, but I'm Googling stuff. Can you arrest a child? Okay, let's see. Under 10. Yeah. Yeah, but she looked like she was 6.
So far, I've been able to keep it a secret at our school, but I'm worried one day they'll find out. Oh, Layla, I had no idea. Listen, if I tell Grandma about your situation, she'll understand. She always agrees with whatever I say, no
Well, she may agree with you, but doesn't mean she doesn't have to be rude to her.
matter what. But when I told Grandma Layla's story, her face turned white with
I can tell the future. Slay.
anger. She looked like a statue. I want her out of my house, Miriam. I can't believe I ever agreed to let a filthy child criminal into my home. She leaves today, and I'm calling the police.
Huh?
Grandma, you can't do that. It wasn't her fault. I want her to stay here and teach me art. She's the bestest friend I've ever had. And for the first time ever, Grandma turned her anger on me. You don't know
I tell the future, and what's her name? I forgot. Can tell the future.
what you're saying, Miriam. You're just a silly child. Layla leaves my house today. Like it or not. Then something inside me burst. Grandma, I've had enough
Yeah, and everyone's had enough of your spoiled brattiness. Girl, you're a spoiled brat.
of your cruelty. You bully everyone around you, and I'm sick of it. You have no idea what Layla's
You know what? How about you two get kicked out of the house? Layla can stay.
gone through, and you have no idea what she means to me. Without waiting a split second, I ran back to my bedroom to find Layla, but she wasn't there. Where had she gone? All of a sudden, I saw Layla outside the window with a backpack. She was walking farther and farther away from our house. I dashed
Farther
outside.
and farther away from the houses, and she's still on the pavement. Yeah.
Layla, where are you going? Layla just ignored me and kept walking. I ran up to her and grabbed her arm. Layla, please don't leave. You were right about.
No touching policy. Slap. Golly, why are your arms so thin? They're literally twigs. You need to eat more.
Grandma. She is a bully, and I finally stood up to her. I don't care about what she wants. I care about you. Miriam, I think you better forget about me. It's for the best.
I need to learn to whistle.
What do you mean? I could never forget about you. You're not my
I definitely need to learn to whistle.
family, Miriam. I don't have any family. Nobody loves me. I'm just your art teacher. That's
Depression.
all I ever was. Before I could say
Yeah.
another word, Layla left. I tried chasing her. I never knew someone could run so fast. But after miles of sprinting, I collapsed on the ground and I burst into tears.
Golly, take your high heels off. Yeah, I think that's what you need to do.
I didn't get home until midnight. Grandma and my parents stood in the living room next to our giant, fancy fireplace. Grandma's eyes looked like they were on fire.
Well, they weren't on fire. You know what? I love looking at fire. Yes, she is a spoiled, awful child. That's not how fire looks at all.
Spoiled, awful child.
You spoiled child and you awful grandmother.
Yelling at me and then vanishing out into the night? I should have you locked up in jail. Okay.
No, that's a bit much. Yeah, exactly. Calm down.
Okay, let's go easy. She made a mistake. She's still your sweet Miriam, isn't she? She was my sweet Miriam. That was before she became friends with a dirty, homeless, and spoke back to me. And if she keeps painting, she'll be a dirty, homeless too. I don't care what you say, Grandma. I am going to keep painting. Even if I do end up poor. Why don't you show me a few of your
This is straight up clickbait. I'm a baby but look 13, huh? The thumbnail to her as in, like, how she looks now amongst babies. No, it's straight up clickbait.
paintings then, I will. I'm really good. In my room, I grabbed every painting.
Wait, what?
I will. I'm really good. In my room, I grabbed every painting of mine I could find. Grandma was going to see. Here, look at how many paintings I've done.
That looks like it's printed off that kid thing that teaches you Twinkle. Yeah, that looks like it's printed off of Twinkle and stuck onto a backboard.
And you know what? I'm proud of them. Wow, honey, we didn't know you did that many. They look beautiful. Oh,
You should have shown them.
darling, let me see. Then suddenly, Grandma tossed my paintings into our giant fireplace.
I'd just like to tell you my jaw just dropped. I don't know how many times my jaw has actually dropped in my life, apart from the time when my brother dislocated it with a football. Like if you want to hear about that story.
Place. No! Mom, how could you? I threw myself on the floor and cried harder than.
That just sounds like having a tantrum. I'm 13, but look a baby.
Ever. My beautiful paintings were gone, and Layla was gone. That's it. That was the last straw. We're moving out of your mansion. We're tired of your cruelty.
Wait, so you've been living with her this whole time? Down. So, you'd lived with your mom so long that you even had a child. Oh my gosh. Can't wait to stop showing my face in the videos. But I will not to keep my identity private.
See, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard. You can't live without my fancy riches. But the very next week, my parents and I packed up our stuff and moved into a new place. It was smaller and it didn't have a tennis court. And I still couldn't stop
I hate when this comes out.
thinking about Layla and where she could be. Then one
I 101% need to learn how to whistle. That's too loud.
day, I found a letter taped to my window. It was signed with Layla's name. Meet me at our hiking trail. I took the very next
That says Layla.
bus to our trail and tried calling Layla's name, but there was no answer. Then suddenly, who should I see? But Grandma. Grandma, what on earth are you doing here? Darling,
Plot twist. Oh. Yeah, that's why it said Leela, not Layla. Plot twist. The grandma is actually Layla. No, it's actually Layla's mum, but she left her to freeze for 10 years, then unfroze her. Then she was still the same age as she was before. Then she gave birth, and during that time she gave birth to I don't know your parents, and blah 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 blah. So Layla is actually your auntie, and I can't whistle, but I need to learn how to whistle, because that's insane.
I wrote the note taped to your window. I was afraid you wouldn't come to meet me otherwise, and I remembered this was your favorite place to come with Layla. You mean Layla isn't here? I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to her. Sweetie, I'll do anything to help you find her. But first, I want to apologize for being so awful to you and burning your paintings. I love you, sweetheart. Grandma started to cry and came over to hug me. I've been a bully your whole life, to your parents and now to you. After I saw your face when I burned your paintings, I realized I wanted to change. I love you, Miriam. I love you too, Grandma, but
Why does my jaw hurt ever since I started talking about how my brother dislocated it last year? Like, this feels really uncomfortably loose.
it's gonna take me some time to forgive you. I understand. I don't expect you to ever forgive me, but know that I'm here, and my house is always open to you. And if you do ever find Layla again, you both can move back in with me. I'll adopt her. Grandma left at that moment, and I stood in the
And she will be your auntie.
middle of the hiking trail. And then suddenly, I saw Layla sitting on top of a rock. Layla! But as soon as Layla saw me, she started to run up the hiking trail. I chased her as fast as I could, but she
You're
was just
going lightning speed.
running and
Going at the
climbing
speed
higher.
of light.
Please, wait up! Go away, Miriam! Layla,
She was just
please,
on the top of the rock.
don't run away from me. I raced up the hiking trail and
I need to
running. Started Layla sitting on top of a rock.
She's up there, right? She's up there.
Layla! But as soon as Layla saw me, she started to run up the hiking trail. I chased her as fast as I could,
And then
but
they
she was
go at the speed of
just
light.
running and climbing higher. Please, wait
And she's still only just going there.
up! Go away, Miriam! Layla, please, don't run away from me.
She just
I
did.
raced up the hiking trail and tried to catch up with Layla,
Faster than the speed of light.
but she was so far ahead of me, I couldn't even see her. Suddenly, I heard a loud cry from above. I looked up to see Layla stuck between two rocks. She looked like she was ready to fall. Please, someone help me! Layla, I'm here, hang on. I rushed to Layla as fast as I could and tried to pull her up, but she wouldn't budge. My hand is slipping. Do something! I grabbed Layla with all my might, and she was finally free. Layla and I fell on top of each other and started laughing. But suddenly, Layla looked at me. Miriam, you're all scratched up. It's fine, Layla. I don't care. What matters to me?
Yeah, in my opinion, injuries are bragging rights. Like, today my friend ran over my fingers with a tricycle. I laughed about it. I need to do a video on injuries. This video gets 5 likes, I'll do that.
Is that you're okay. I couldn't live without you. Really? I mean that much to you? Yes. You're the most amazing friend and teacher I've ever had. I used to be so bratty and babyish.
You still
I had my grandma to run my whole life. But you've
did.
changed me. Even though we're not related by blood, you are my family. Do you really mean that? Yes. Layla,
Maybe you are related by blood. She's your auntie.
I talked to my grandma. She apologized for everything, and she said if I ever found you, she'd adopt you. Oh, Miriam, that's the best news I've ever heard. We'll paint up here every day. I'll teach
Then that definitely means she's gonna be your auntie.
you everything. We will, even if we're never famous. I'll always keep painting with you. I love you, Layla. I love you too.
Well, it's been 3 years you're not famous. Well, so that's supposed to be wholesome, but 100% clickbait. Anyway, this video is probably gonna go mad again. Last time, when it got over 200 views. Or likes. No, that was views. Yeah, views. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a very nice day. Subscribe, and if you've made it this far, because it's me, type in the comments mangoes and dinosaurs. Bye.